Good morning, Sasha. It's Thursday, the 30th of January. Today, I just want to share a little bit of a quiet time that I had with you. Is in Luke 24. So I think you said you were reading Luke, and I'm just finishing it up as well. I've kind of slowed down a little bit, probably taking 20 or 25 verses at a time. So I've really kind of slowed it down a little bit. Um, but really just trying to just kind of soak in sort of the last days of Jesus. And this is obviously on the resurrection. It's the last chapter. And, it's a very interesting exchange. The women are the first ones there, and then no one really believes them. And then everyone else just sort of seems to be kind of confused by what happens, which probably to me lends credence to the story, because if everyone just all of a sudden understood it, it's almost like, yeah, is that really how we process things when things don't make sense? It takes us a while, I think, to process it. And then probably one of the things I also thought was interesting, right? There are these two guys. I think they are disciples, though not mentioned. I don't think who they are. One of their names is mentioned, but there's not one of the 12. And they're talking with Jesus. They don't know who he is. He opens up the scriptures, which is really interesting to me, because he clearly, talked to them about his life and death and resurrection through the Old Testament. So I just think that was always very fascinating. I kind of wish I was better at it, at really understanding it. And then afterwards, when he sort of disappears and they realize who they were talking to, they have this really interesting phrase, and I'm just going to read it right here. It said, "And they said to one another," this is in verse 32, "Did not our heart burn within us while he talked with us by the way, and while he opened up the scriptures to us?" So I just thought on that was, is that really how I approach my quiet times with God? Does my heart really kind of burn, just like I really want to be there with Jesus? And sometimes I definitely fall into the trap of just sort of checking the block and, read my Bible, write something in my journal, move out, draw fire, that kind of thing. And I think absolutely there's a lot to be said about consistency and about being consistent in what you do. But at the same time, sometimes just a pause, a little bit of a reflection on, hey, I'm sitting here speaking with the creator, the God of the universe. And just maybe I should take that a little bit more to heart. And so just want to encourage you when you get up. I know you've kind of got a nice routine as well, and I think that's great. But just maybe quickly, when you pray about your quiet time, maybe a quick prayer that just says, "Oh Lord, open my eyes." As David would sometimes pray, "Search me, O God, and know my heart, and test in me if there's any way." I can't remember exactly how I phrased it, but just basically, David knew that even he didn't know his own heart. And so he was asking God to come talk to him and to reveal to him things that he needed to work on. So hope this encourages you. Keep it up. We love you. Just in case you didn't notice last time, right here. Yep. I changed the label to dad. So anyway, talk to you later. Love you. Bye.